Hey guys, here's a short video on multiplying imaginary numbers together. So let's go back to where I came from. I came from the answer to this question. We asked ourselves a question, well, what would the side lengths of this square have to be? If it's a square, the side lengths are the same, and so 4 times 4 would give us 16. Well, what if it was negative 16? If it's a negative 16, then that's where the idea of I comes from, because a negative times a negative is a positive, positive times positive is a negative, so no real numbers satisfy this, and so we put a little I right here, and we put an I right here. So same thing for negative 1, it's I and I. And so by definition, I squared is negative 1. Now just keep this at the back of your mind as we go and do some of these questions. I squared is negative 1. So let's do this question. It's negative 5i 3 plus 7i. And if you're working in the study guide, this is question 8 and 9. Okay, so this comes and hits this. This is just distributive property. Negative 5i times 3 is going to be negative 15i. And negative 5i times 7i is going to be negative 35i squared. Now remember at the beginning how we said I squared is equal to negative 1? We're going to use that fact right here. That's going to make this negative 15i plus 35, and that is your answer. Okay, a way to practice one of these. Let's do this one. Let's do 6i 3 minus 2i. And go ahead and pause the video, give it a try. Okay, so this is going to give us 18i, and this is going to give us minus 12i squared. 18i doesn't change, but I squared, remember I squared is negative 1, so we're going to do that, and then that's going to turn that into a positive 12. Okay, so it's distributive property with an extra little twist at the end. Now, next thing we're going to do is something like this. Let's say we have 3 plus 2i times 8 minus 7i. And now we're going down to questions like number 10 and 11 on the study guide. So here we are going to use the box method. So we're going to draw ourselves a box, and this is 3 and 2i, and this is 8 and negative 7i. I'm just going to multiply these things together. So 8 and 3 multiply together to be 24. 8 and 2i becomes 16i. Negative 7i and 3, that becomes negative 21i. And negative 7i times positive 2i become negative 14i squared. So let's write this out. We've got 24. Before I go any further, you might notice that these guys are like terms. 16i minus 21i. So we can combine those together to be negative 5i. And then our last term is this one. It's going to be minus 14i squared. But again, remember, I squared equals negative 1. So we're going to come here, and we're going to replace that I squared with negative 1. And then let's simplify. 24 minus 5i, a negative and a negative, make that a positive 14. 24 and 14, make that 38. And you have 38 minus 5i as your answer. Okay, let's do another one here. This one I want you to do on your own. Pause the video and give this one a try. 2 plus 11i, and then 2 minus 11i. Okay, so you've got your box, you've got your 2, 11i, you've got your 2 minus 11i. Multiply them. 2 times 2 is 4. This is positive 22i, negative 22i, and negative 11 times positive 11 becomes negative 121i squared. So combining like terms, these guys, oh, what do you notice? These guys cancel out, and you have your answer, 4 minus 121i squared. But now remember, I squared is negative 1, and so that becomes 4 minus 121 times negative 1. The negative and the negative become a positive, and your answer is simply 125. Okay, that's it. Work hard on these guys, and I'll see you after the break.